Yeah.
Good morning and welcome back to the Busy Bee Chronicles. It is debarkation day on my 5-night Alaskan cruise. So we are getting out of the room early. Our breakfast is at 8:15, so we're going to go down, have some breakfast, wait for our group to be called before we exit the ship, and then see what we have to do in Vancouver, probably just waiting around for a while before we take the train to Bellingham. So we're going to get back on the SkyTrain in the city to the Amtrak station, and then take a train from Amtrak train to Bellingham, where we will spend one night in a hotel because then tomorrow morning we have a flight back home. So let's get started on this travel day with our last breakfast on the Disney Wonder. So just be prepared on debarkation morning. It gets very crowded on deck 3 and in the atrium and down the halls connecting to the atrium because people are lining up to get off the ship. And if you're trying to get off as early as possible, there is the availability to get off before they start calling tags. And you can only do this if you only have carry-on luggage.
Disney Wonder guests, may I have your attention please? This announcement is to inform you that the Disney Wonder is now cleared by local Customs and Border Protection for those guests with luggage tag colors and characters that are yellow with Chip and Dale or white with Ariel. You are kindly invited to disembark the ship at this time via the gateway located on deck 3 midship. Please have your Key to the World card out and ready to be swiped off the ship. Once inside the terminal building, you will be required to provide a proof of citizenship for the inspection by Customs and Border Protection. Be advised that no fresh fruits, vegetables, plant materials, meat, or animal products may be brought off of the ship. If you have any of these items, please discard them in the amnesty bins as you disembark. Guests holding any other Disney character luggage tag are invited to wait comfortably on board until their luggage tag is announced before disembarking the ship. We thank you for sailing with us on board the beautiful Disney Wonder.
Do you want to say it, Donald?
I'm here in first. Thank you for sailing with us.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So long, and we'll see you real soon.
Alright, well, we're officially off the ship. It was very easy here. You just walk right off. They take your customs form. They didn't even check our passport, but you do need to have it on you and available just in case they do. And now we are sitting in the terminal at a little cafe. Got a iced coffee, iced decaf Americano. I don't really drink coffee, but on vacation for some reason it's like it always sounds good. So iced decaf Americano. And we're just gonna relax here for a little bit before we move on. Our train does not depart from Amtrak until like 4:45. So we have a long time to kill, and we have our luggage with us. And the weather is not exactly as predicted. So on the TV last night, when, you know, on your navigator or whatever, it said it was gonna be 70 and sunny. It's officially not 70 and sunny. It's raining and cold. So I rearranged my stuff, got my rain jacket out, and so we're all prepared for the weather now, but we don't really want to roll our luggage around very far because it's raining so much, but maybe it'll clear up because we have a few hours to deal with. So until then, we're going to hang out here and relax a little. So when you come out of the terminal, it takes you into the Pan Pacific hotel lobby. You can walk indoors that way. And since we are taking the city SkyTrain, I'm going to show you how you can get there without going outside. Because especially on a day like this, it's rainy, and if you have your luggage and you're trying to, you know, do all of that, I'm going to show you how to get there without having to actually go out in the rain. You can stay indoors the whole way to the waterfront SkyTrain station. Okay, so we're just going to go all the way through the hallway down the convention center from where you get out of the cruise terminal into the convention center area of the Pan Pacific Vancouver Hotel. And then up here in the front, you'll see some escalators, and they will take you downstairs. There's also a food court down there, and that's the same food court that I showed you on our pre-night stay, where you can go down and there's a bunch of different food down there that's easy to get to. So on the other side, there are some escalators, but there's stairs on this side. Right over here is Rexall, so if you need some water or snacks or something before you jump on the train, this is a good stop. It's on the way. So as you can see, we just cut through the food court, and up there's a sign for Howe Street. So instead of going up to Howe Street, we're going to stay to the left to the sign that says SkyTrain and Shops. There is in fact a ramp over here for accessibility. And then here we are. And straight ahead, that's the Expo line. So this was actually where I showed you where we came in. This is the same place where we came in. So that little loop got us back here. Again, we'll buy our tickets. Zone 1, because that will get us back to the Science World station. Easy peasy. So unfortunately, the only thing that I found is that with the elevators, it looks like the elevators to get down this way will only work outside. So it takes you up to street level and you would still have to cross the street. So that's unfortunate that they don't have an elevator that works. They only have escalators that work for that system. But again, it is all accessible to get there. It's just that you would have to go outside if you needed to use the elevator for accessibility. Okay, so upon asking the Visitor Information Center in the Pan Pacific Hotel to use the elevator that goes down into that food court that I showed you, you would go across the street into the Fairmont Hotel. They have an elevator that has accessibility access down into that food court. Now, if you're just going to the SkyTrain station, I don't know that you need to get to it that way. You could go down the street, but that might be the only way to get there. So elevators were a little bit hard to find. So if you need it, then Fairmont Hotel across the street is right across, but you do have to go outside. I'm gonna miss this ship. So we're still waiting around the port terminal, just killing some time, and going for a little rainy walk, get some fresh air. Honestly, like a treat to get this weather for us in the summer. It's kind of like in the wintertime when you want like a snowy Christmas, and we don't live somewhere that has a snowy Christmas, so if you feel like doing that, it's like you gotta go somewhere with snow. So this is kind of like a treat like that. Oh, and these people probably had their lunch already. They're getting into their cabins. So we did end up making it on business class. It's extremely quiet, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I don't want to disturb people. People hear me talking. Border Patrol already got on the train. They checked our passports this time, coming back into the U.S. So that was interesting. We got to see them getting on the train. Then they came through. They checked everybody individually on their passport. And so within maybe 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, we're going to be stopping in the Bellingham Amtrak station, and then we have to get a taxi to get to our hotel, which is literally right across the street from the airport. So tomorrow morning all we have to do is walk across the street to get to the airport. Alright, so this is the Bellingham station. It's very small, but it's got what you need. It's got restrooms and an indoor space when it's raining like it is today. And then there is a phone right in the main lobby that you can call for a taxi. You could also catch buses from here. I know some people scheduled Ubers or Lyfts in the area as well. But if you don't plan, then you can just go ahead and grab a taxi through that phone in the lobby, and then they'll tell you to wait outside. They quoted about $40 from here to the airport, basically, because we're staying at a hotel that's right by the airport. So we'll see if that works out accurately. Obviously, with a taxi, with time frame and how long something takes, it could vary. So we shall see. There's so many seagulls out here. There was one up here. He was just eyeing me. I think he saw my Disney bag. He was like, "Where's the chicky nuggies? Did you bring me any chicky nuggies from the ship?" And no, I didn't, because you're not allowed to take it off the ship. Oh, and also FYI, all trains are not created equal. So the first one that we got on, that they had, moved us from business class to coach, no problem. It was totally fine. No big deal. There was space. It was clean. This one, we actually got on business class. They didn't bump us this time. And it was the same amount of space, only a way more uncomfortable seat. There was something sticky over everybody's trays that nobody could figure out exactly what the content of it was. And it was not even just us. It was like everybody on the train was just like, "This is gross. Why is it so dirty?" So that was a little disappointing. So just know, you never would know what train you're going to get. It gets you there. It's no problem. It was just to compare it to the first train. The first train was in really good condition and it was clean. This one was not clean at all. Can't tell what that is. There's like some kind of restaurant over on the other side of this hedge, and they're playing some kind of game where it's like, guess what the song is, and they just play a piece of it. So we're out here listening, trying to guess. It's kind of like freeze dance. Sweet. I don't know half of these though. Okay, so we made it to the Holiday Inn Express in Bellingham, and it is right across the street from the airport. So I will show you that when we get outside. But first I'll show you the room, because then we're going to go down and get something to eat, because there's actually a restaurant right downstairs in the lobby. It's like a full-service restaurant. So that's very convenient, because there's nothing really within walking distance except for the airport. So it's a very simple room, but it's nice and clean, which is what's important to me. Full-length mirror, which is always nice to have. Have a closet. Sorry, I stuffed all my feather pillows in here. Out of the way. Safe, ironing board, typical. Microwave, that's very nice. Mini fridge. Keurig machine, again, my coffee drinkers, whatever this does for you, fantastic. Ice bucket. And then we have shower. They do have some soaps and things for you to use, fresh towels, toilet of course, wastebasket, hair dryer, some extra stuff in there. I like that they have hand wash like this too. I hate when you just get the little bar of soap, so that's really nice. Nice well lit mirror. And then nice little space to sort of hang your stuff here, little bench. More hanging racks, and it's hard floor before carpet, which that might seem really insignificant to some people, but we don't come from like a snowy, rainy area. So I'm thinking that that's a very practical thing somewhere, that it rains all the time. So that's really good in the entryway. We got 2-bedroom. That's very nice. They actually look like queens. And usually when you get 2 beds, often they're doubles, which are pretty small for 2 adults. So this is very nice. We have a dresser, phone. This is nice. They put a channel guide and some amenities so that you can find that information. Nice large TV, little desk, comfortable chair. That's always helpful if you have to do some work while you're at a hotel. And nice little extra table and chair in the corner. It's a view. It's nothing special, but you know, it works. Most importantly to know, the room smells very clean. It passes the bed check of no bed bugs, but it does. It smells good, and I always just kind of wipe down surfaces in any hotel I stay at. Just, you know, just that extra bit of clean, and it came off clean, so that's really good. All right, so this is our room here at the Holiday Inn Express, right across from the Bellingham Airport, which, by the way, is a very tiny airport. Yeah, so even though it's got a lot of flights that come in and out of it, a lot of options there, it is a very small airport. So prepare that there's probably not a lot in the terminal. So you might want to, you know, grab something at the store or whatever before you go into the airport, if at all possible. There's like a little convenience store at the bottom of this hotel as well as the restaurant. So just might be something to think about, because it doesn't seem like there might be a lot there, but we shall find out tomorrow morning. Let's go get some food downstairs. Oh, and also a little something to know, we took a taxi. We took taxi from the Amtrak Bellingham station to the hotel, and it took only about 15 minutes. And I Googled it, of course, before I left. That's just something that I choose to do. If you get in a taxi or any kind of Uber or Lyft, personally, I feel it's smart just to Google directions and see where you're going so that you have an idea that that's where you're going. Don't know if that's paranoid, so that's what I've done. And he took us straight to it on the fastest route, so that was really easy. But it only ended up being about $20, I think, before tip, $20 before tip. And they had quoted over the phone like $40. So I don't know if they misunderstood where we said we were going, because that's like double, or if they just account for a worst case scenario if you got stuck in traffic or behind a train or something like that. But you're on the freeway most of the time. You get on like the 5 and it takes you there. So just so you know, FYI, it's not very far, 15 minutes or so. It took a little bit of time for the taxi to actually get there, but then super smooth, nice guy, and we got to the hotel easy. This elevator's one of those that gives you that extra little Tower of Terror drop before it starts moving, and then it like freezes. I don't know, just have to push the button again for good measure. Okay, so that was a full successful travel day, sad day getting off the ship, but we're now at a hotel. We'll get to rest a little bit tonight, and then tomorrow morning, early afternoon, we'll have our flight back to Oakland International Airport. So I will see you in the morning to show you the airport. Good morning again from the Bellingham Holiday Inn Express. So we're getting ready to walk over to the airport, and I just want to show you how close we are. Okay, so this is our hotel right here, and that is the airport. So we're gonna make our way over there now. Super easy, little crosswalk and everything. Ugh, get it with my elbow. There we go. And literally nobody's coming. Sorry for the shaky video this morning, but in order to pack for the plane, I had to put my GoPro away, so today it's iPhone only. But I just wanted to be able to show you how close it is, so you know how easy that hotel is. And it's a little sprinkle, of course, this morning. A little bit of rain, but still not bad. Now we are taking Southwest out of Bellingham, and recently though, Southwest just decided to stop using Bellingham as one of its airports that it flies out of. So we'll be one of the last flights actually taking Southwest. But the airport is still open. You can take other airlines if this is an airport that you like to use. Like rental car returns are right over there. Arrivals. These So now this is on the other side of TSA, which, by the way, TSA here was an absolute dream. I've never been somewhere that TSA was so friendly and so mellow. And I mean mellow. They were so nice. I did end up actually catching this guy saying hi on the vlog. When I got up to TSA, he was like, "Oh, I was trying to be in your video." And I had freaked out when I walked in, not realizing that TSA was right there, and I quickly turned my camera and put it down. And then they turned out to be extremely relaxed and still thorough with their job, but very friendly and kind. So shout out, I did end up getting you in my video. So there's an espresso, fresh food to go, and then on the other side there's one little restaurant, and it looks like a bar inside as well. Scotty Brown's Social House. And it's pretty much just 5 gates, I think, back here. So we'll get some food and relax until our flight. Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps up this trip of my visit to Seattle, to Vancouver, and on my Alaskan cruise. If you just saw this video and you missed any of those, please check my channel and you can find stuff from every day of my trip. I am so glad that I took this trip. I wasn't sure if I would like it because I'm not a big fan of cold weather, but it was fantastic. It was one of those things, it's really different to see, and I had a lot of fun, a lot of cool experiences. Disney Cruise Line, it's always fun. I mean, there's always something to do or not do. You can just sit around and enjoy the weather, but the glacier was pretty cool. And we got really fortunate. We got close to the glacier because some of the crew members even said that this was the closest we were able to actually sail in towards Dawes Glacier versus the rest of the cruisings, the sailings that have been so far. So we got really lucky. We got to be close and get a really great visual of it. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications and you can see more. It also helps my small channel grow. To all my subscribers that I have, thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching and following along on my adventures. So it's been fantastic, and until the next video, thanks for buzzing by.